What is up, guys? SDPeasy here, and welcome back to another episode of Lampard's Lounge. Bit of an interesting week. As a Chelsea fan, I understand that there is a big process at the moment, and I believe fully in Lampard. He needs to be given time. But there was problems this week, which I hadn't seen before, or some I had, so let's just talk about them. Let's get into the lineups, see what I think of those, and then we'll get into my analysis of the game. So here we go, into the lineups. 4-3-3 for Chelsea and a 3-5-2 for Sheffield United. If we start with Sheffield United, I actually thought they played really well in general. I thought their team was very good. I noticed that they play quite an attacking style of football, which is good, really. They've come from the Championship and they've not changed their style just because they're playing a big team. A lot of their wing backs really overlapped well and attacked, and I'd noticed that when they sort of got forward, the two wide centre halves would sort of push round as well. So they had like very good attacking options, and they were very good at counter attacking, linking up play going forward. I did like their striker, Callum Robinson, obviously getting the goal. I thought they were just good in general. I thought they were a really good team. They played well and probably deserved a point from the way they played. So you can't take that away from them. And to be fair play to them. They had quite a good team. I did enjoy what they were doing in the game, and I think if they did that against other teams, they would be absolutely fine. So if we talk about Chelsea in a 4-3-3 there, I like the formation. It's probably a good team. It's probably the best team I can pick at the minute, based on fitness, injuries and whatever. It's probably one of our best teams that can be picked at the moment, so I've got no problems with that. I was happy with everyone that started. I was glad that Christensen was dropped to the bench, and Tomori came in. I was happy with that, and I think in general that's probably our best 11 at the moment until injuries obviously change things. So with that being said, let's crack on into my thoughts on the game. Right, so confusing week. Frustrating is a good way to describe it. We might as well start with the positives. The main two being Tammy Abraham and Fikayo Tomori. Abraham again getting another 2 goals. So he's now got 4 goals in 2 games after he got a lot of criticism after the first 2 weeks. So fair play to him. He's bounced back. He's got the confidence flowing. It's what I like to see. It's what I expected from him. And a lot of this, he's a championship striker, should now clear off because he is really showing what he is actually made of, and he can be Chelsea's number 9. With 4 goals in 2 games, I've got absolutely no complaints. He was brilliant again. His movement was good for the goals. He made good movement to get into the positions that he was in. He could have also had a hat-trick, but obviously a good save from Henderson if you saw it. Down to his right, I believe it was a really good reflex save. So, yeah, in general, I was very happy with Abraham. He was, for me, our man of the match, best player on the pitch. Closely followed, though, by Tomori. Obviously playing at Derby last season under Frank Lampard while he was on loan there. Quality, really. I didn't notice at any point that he looked like a young centre-half, a centre-half who wasn't ready for the Premier League or whatever. He looked like he fitted straight in, and he was certainly a massive upgrade on Christensen. It was probably also a lot better than Zuma, so maybe him and Rudiger could be our starting partnership once Rudiger is fit again. So I think he definitely did enough to do himself justice and earn that place, and he did a lot on the pitch, which showed him in a good way to keep that place. I don't see why in the next game he shouldn't play now. I feel like he should be, after the international break, come back and he should be starting again, hopefully with Rudiger. So personally, I think he was very good. Besides Mount and Abraham, probably our best player on the pitch. So fair play to him. Obviously coming in as a young lad, he did well, and I was very happy with his performance. And once again, the first half we were brilliant. The high press that I've talked about in, I think, nearly every video was brilliant. We get right at teams, we put them under pressure, we force the mistakes, and that's what happened. We scored 2 goals. We go in 2-0 at half time. It's good. We're doing well. I was happy with that, very happy indeed. The first half, we seemed to be blowing teams away, and with how quickly we pressed, the quick passing, the nice attacking link-up and the movement, we seemed to be playing really nice football, but only for the first 45 minutes. So, problem, like I said, with the negatives. We'll go over this last one first, the second half. Like I was just talking about the first half there, about how the first half press is amazing. We played brilliant in the first half. We don't turn up for the second half. Like, we immediately conceded in the second half. We just didn't really play any football. We weren't interested. The players didn't look bothered. And we ended up conceding, obviously, Zuma's unfortunate own goal. I mean, you're asking for trouble if you turn up to a game and think 2-0 in 45 minutes is enough, because we just That's not good enough in the Premier League. Again, even against the likes of Sheffield United, the teams that are going to finish lower down the table. If you go to 2-0 up at half-time and Man United, they're probably going to turn around, or Man City, or Liverpool, Arsenal, Spurs, any of the top six teams, they're going to turn you over in the second half. It's not good enough. We should be doing a 90 minutes of good football, not 45 minutes of class football and 45 minutes of shocking football. That needs to be sorted out, why that's happening, because it seems to be happening every week. We go on the front foot the first half, the second half we drop off. I mean, that's not good enough for me. You either go front foot all game, or you play sort of a keep ball sort of situation. You definitely don't do first half press, second half drop off. It's not good enough. I'm not happy with it at all. That needs to be something that's worked out, and it needs to be worked out quick. Once again though, shaky at the back, and that leads obviously onto the other one. Azpilicueta out, maybe. Once Reece James is fit, does that mean Azpilicueta is to be dropped? Because he's not leading that defence. He's not captaining that team in the way that he used to. Seen a lot of things that I've agreed with. I mean, I saw he gave the ball away 20 times, which is 3 times more than any other player against Sheffield United on the pitch. 20 times for a captain. That's not good enough. And he didn't cover himself any glory with either of the goals. He was probably at fault during both of the goals. It's not good enough. He's doing a 2015 Ivanovic, after Ivanovic was like this world-class player, who's the best right back, one of the best right backs we've ever seen. He then dropped off, and he was literally in the team because of his name. Obviously, Azpilicueta then came in, took that spot, and it changed, and he was brilliant. And now he's doing that again. Is he past it? I don't think so. Should he still be in the Chelsea team? I believe so. Should he start every week? On current form, no. Not a chance. As soon as Reece James fit, he should be dropped to show how poor he's been. If Reece James plays well, he should stay in the team. He should be the starting 11 right back. And Azpilicueta needs to be shown how bad he's been, because he really hasn't been good, and he's been leading that defence into problems, or should I say not leading them at all, because we're getting a lot of defensive fragility through him just not being awake in any situations and not being aware of what's going on the pitch. It's just not good enough. It's not good enough. He either sorts it out or he's dropped. It's as simple as that. I'd rather we played someone else at right back and gave someone else a chance than continued with the way it's going, because for me, it's not working. So yeah, like I say, a frustrating week for Chelsea. At least his points is another point in the table for Lampard. Should have been 3. Really should have been. Obviously, that unlucky 89th minute own goal. It's a shame, because we really should have got 3 points from that game. We should have really blown them away. To pass 2-0, it should have been 3, 4, 5 maybe. We just didn't take chances, or weren't clinical enough, or dropped off, like I say. So it needs sorting out, and Lampard needs to do something about it. At no way am I saying that Lampard's in any way of trouble, because a lot of people of this week have been saying, oh, Lampard needs to be sacked. Just forget that. You're not a Chelsea fan if you say that. You don't understand how Chelsea works if you say that, because clearly he needs time. He's got a bunch of individuals where he's not been able to sign any players he likes. I know he's brought in youth, which I like, but he needs time. He needs time to bond to this team and get them working how he wants them, because at the minute I think he's sort of nearly there, but they're not doing everything he asks. So he needs time, and he needs the backing of the fans, which he has from at least myself, so hopefully he does you too. But hopefully you guys have enjoyed. Let me know in the comments what you think of these opinions, and if you've got any different opinions, please let me know as well. I do really like to have debates with people. Football debates are always fun, so if you've got any different opinions, I'd like to have a debate about that in the comments with you. So hopefully you guys have enjoyed. Let's get 5 likes on this video to show you support for the series, that you're still enjoying it. Subscribe if you are new, and peace.